Well, good morning, channel, and welcome back. Today we're going to do a couple of things. I'm going to once again adjust this parking brake because it has worked itself loose again. I've adjusted it once already since I bought the bike. And I'll be adjusting it with the help of Cruiseman's videos. You guys go out and check those out because they are well worth the money. He's going to help me adjust this parking brake today. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to take the bike out and we're going to test the new Axxion camera mount on the road. Let's get started. As always, when you're working on the bike, let's get it on the center stand. So adjusting the parking brake is not all that difficult. It involves adjusting a cable on this side of the bike and then going to the back and adjusting right at the brake calipers so that the brake will, the tire will spin freely when it's not engaged, but will hold solidly when it is engaged. And there's only so many times you can adjust this cable. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I've adjusted it all it can be adjusted. It's not really a great design, but anyway, let's get to it. All right, got the cable adjusted on the left-hand side of the bike correctly. Now I'm going to adjust the parking brake. And again, you guys, go check out Cruiseman's videos on how to do this. It's not all that difficult. And obviously it's something you can do yourself. Save a little money, save a little time. Don't take it to a dealer for something like this. Channel, got that parking brake adjusted. Like I said, it's not a hard job. And I apologize for not going into more detail about it, but that's why Cruiseman has his videos. He's a friend of mine. I purchased his videos so I could learn how to do that stuff. And I'm not going to give away free something that I purchased, number one, and that is a source of revenue for him, number two. So, check it out. I'm telling you, it'll save you a lot of money. Anyway, here we are riding now, and we are testing the new Axxion mount from Traxxion Dynamics. I'll throw up a picture right now. This is my setup. I have the Ace Pro on the new Axxion mount on the left-hand side of the bike, facing forward. And then I have my GoPro Hero 10 on my standard handlebar mount on the right side, facing backwards. And so we're going to see how this setup works. Maybe use it for long distance rides. The one thing it doesn't give you, this particular setup, is a view of my dashboard. But here's the deal. The GoPro on the right side is on a swivel mount. So I can do this. And that's still not, hello Ryder, still not giving you a view of the dashboard. So let's see what we can do about that. We'll pull over here into this Murphy Express gas station. Let's see what happens if I turn this down a little bit. loosen the grip, turn it down a little. Yeah, it gives you a little. I can also angle it that way. That's a little odd because it's not straight on. But this is certainly adjustable, even the RAM mount that I have on here. So yeah, that's gonna work. That's gonna work. We'll pull it back up, turn it back around. And I could even have it facing me like that if I really wanted some. Yeah, that might work. Let's try that for a while. The one issue and for sound, I've got the Rode wireless mic hooked up to the GoPro. And I don't guess it matters whether I have it hooked up to the GoPro or the Ace Pro. Although the Ace Pro, well, I guess it does matter, because when it's hooked up to the Ace Pro and on the hot shoe on top of the Ace Pro cage, I can't easily reach the record and stop record button on the Ace Pro. Why that's a problem? Well, you know why that's a problem. I got to start and stop. But you're saying to yourself, well, why don't you just connect the Ace Pro to its app on your phone? Which is what the app's made for, and you can absolutely control the Ace Pro through your app. I could do that, but what I have found is that Bluetooth connection interferes with my helmet's connection to the bike, and my Waze shuts off. The connection to the helmet to the bike gets severed quite frequently. Or no, you know what? It's not. That holds steady, the connection. It's the connection of the phone to the Ace Pro, the Ace Pro app to the Ace Pro, that gets interference from the connection to my bike with the helmet. And that's why I can't do both. And therefore that's why the sound is up here on the GoPro. So that's kind of the setup. I'm anxious to see the footage from this new Axxion camera mount from Traxxion Dynamics. The benefit of it, of course, is that it's up on the fairing and it does not turn when the steering wheel turns. It also doesn't get the vibration that you get through the steering wheel, although vibration is handled pretty dang well by both cameras, the GoPro and the Ace Pro. Down my shade here, I can't see that sun so bright. Anyway, so we're testing it out. I'm on a little ride going to a photo shoot destination. I have a photo shoot next weekend, and I always like to head out to the location ahead of time and just scout out the location, scout out the lights, the lighting, that is. It's mostly outdoors, so I want to, see where the sun sits and just get a good idea well ahead of time what might make some fantastic photos. This photo shoot is an engagement photo shoot of a friend of mine, and yeah, I want to do a really good job for them. So we're gonna kill two birds with one stone here, test out this mount and drive to this location and see what it's all about. I've got my INOV blind spot and rear collision detection system up and running. It's running great, so when that car behind me, you guys can see the truck behind me, came upon me, both of them, left and right indicators, flashed red, meaning somebody was coming up behind me. And then they continue to work just fine when somebody's coming up on my left or right side blind spot. And as I said, most of the time I'm looking in the mirror, turning my head for that, but there is going to be that occasion where a lighted indicator right down there is going to save my bacon because I didn't catch it in my peripheral, or I didn't turn my head, or whatever. You cannot be too safe. You just can't be too safe. So anyways, guys, look at this Saturday morning. Not a cloud in the sky. The temperature on the bike's a 76. That's about right. You know, 74 to 76. Absolute perfect riding weather. I hope all you friends out there have some great riding weather and can get out on the bike. Speaking of bikes, oh my gosh. Cruiseman and I did something fun yesterday, and you guys check out his channel. I'm gonna let him handle all the specifics around what we did. It was his thing. He just invited me to it. But that's all to say, I got to see that beautiful, stunningly beautiful 2024 white Goldwing, white on black with red accents. And I'm telling you, if people, you know, used to mistake him for a police officer when he was on his old bike, they are certainly going to do that now, because it looks very police-like as I was pulling up on it yesterday. But oh my gosh, what a great trade up for him. That bike is amazing. I loved his white 2018 Goldwing. Beautiful, immaculately kept. But this one, I'm just going to sit here and envy for a while. That's all I'm going to do. I love my bike. By the way, its name is Jarvis, if you don't know. A nod to Iron Man, because it's Iron Man colors, and my son likes it. Anyway, I really love this bike. I have no plans to do anything with this bike in the way of getting rid of it. It's probably the last bike I will ever own, and so capable in that regard. I have everything I need. It's a beautiful color. But man, I can drool when these other bikes come out. Cruiseman got one. Mac with Gold Rider 1 got the same bike. You guys tremendously lucky. Oh my gosh, I am so envious. Go check out Mac's channel, Gold Rider 1. I'm sure he's going to be coming out with more videos on his beautiful new bike. So keep an eye on that. Alright, I'm not far from my photo shoot destination, so I will be back with you guys in a bit after I've scouted out this location. Y'all check out this shoot location. Oh my goodness, how beautiful. Oh my, was that a beautiful spot. Couple things. First, as I was leaving, that area back in there has those sloped curves that are really not a curb. It's just sort of a smoothed off curb, a gentle slope down. Well, I went very slowly and came off straight ahead and bottomed out on that curb. And I definitely hit the bottom of this bike. So I am trusting that Traxxion Dynamics had my back on that and took the brunt of that hit. So if I didn't have that plate down there, that would have been very bad. So we get home, we'll check that out. Just a beautiful location. My goodness, that was pretty. And please don't take offense to this, because we all have our slot in the economics of life, social classes, if you will. And I am blessed beyond measure in my spot firmly in the middle class. blessed beyond measure. But ever so often, you find yourself in an environment outside of your class. Up or down. Up or down. I've been there. And it takes you back. It just blows your mind a little bit. From how people make a life in some areas, to, oh my gosh, this is a class I'll never ever be in or see, and just money. Wow. It's nice to see, to drive around and to see both sides of that. Get a well-rounded view of your world. Step out of your comfort zone. And let me tell you, that comfort zone has a top and a bottom. Anyway, that was a stunning place, surrounded by stunning homes and apartments that I gotta say, even if I had the money, the accountant in me wonders, am I really getting the value? Especially when I can visit it anytime I want, pretty much. Now, that chapel back there was beautiful, but the gates were locked to keep out riffraff like me. No, it was locked because they make money off of that site. They rent it out to weddings and events, and that's why it was locked. But man, that was stunning, beautiful. I keep harping on that. I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully you've seen, I've thrown up a few pictures. Should be, you know, weather permitting. Let's hope we have the same weather next weekend as we have this weekend. Weather permitting, that is going to be some stunning photography. And I hope some memories for this couple that will last forever. You know, I wish that marriage good luck. It's so hard this day and time where nobody really values the vows you make in front of God. Just think you can change them when you want to. Well, that's not the case, folks, at least not in my beliefs. It's not till boredom do you part. It's death till you part. Those were the words. What's your commitment? What's your commitment? Because I tell you what, when you go through those bored times and those struggles, and everybody will, struggles that will take your breath away, make you question everything you're doing. But when you hold on and you get on the other side of those struggles, my God, that bond is strong. There's nothing in this world that can be thrown at me right now that would endanger the bond I have with my sweet wife. Nothing. And I can only say that after decades of wear and tear, serious wear and tear. Okay, preaching over. There was something else I was going to say about this setup with the GoPro and the Ace Pro. What was it? I can't remember. What a beautiful day. Guys, get out and ride if you can. Therapy on two wheels helps us weather those things I was just talking about. Sorry about the wind noise with this Rode wireless mic, which is the only way I can do this. Neither camera, oh, that's what I was going to say. Neither camera is on my helmet. Guess what? Freeing up weight off of my helmet. So this setup just has to do the job. It doesn't have to be the best setup in the world. Taking that weight off my helmet, that is a major win for me. Major win. And now I forgot what my original point was about the cameras being off my helmet. Whew. Getting old's a privilege not everybody gets to do, but it ain't for sissies. Things start to ache. You gotta have a badge to remember your name. Anyway, guys, get out there and ride. Thank you for joining me today on this little bit of a ramble, little bit of a technical video, and scouting out a photo shoot for next weekend. I can't wait to provide value for that wonderful couple. Until we speak again, ride safe, my friends. God bless to you all. Parking brake is working fine. Mission accomplished.